What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, and this is an unfortunate story because Sweet Anita is a Twitch streamer. It's somebody I've covered before that I've come to the defense of because she suffers from Tourette's, and sometimes bad things come out of her mouth, and people want to use that against her who don't understand how Tourette's really works. It affects her life in every possible way, even out in public. She's had tics where, getting her banned from stores. And from what I can tell, Anita is a huge success story of somebody who has an ailment that, may cost somebody their ability to succeed in life in many facets. Maybe if you have it, you could still be a prolific programmer or a game designer. These things are true. But it's absolutely an ailment. And she's turned that into an endearing quality and a very successful Twitch career. And over the past couple months, she's been dealing with somebody showing up. Not just like somebody showing up to her house, but somebody who appears to want to do her harm. And the UK law enforcement won't do anything about it because they've been completely neutered, I imagine. And it's so sad. And it's really one of those situations where, it's getting so bad last night where she tweeted out and said, hey, if something bad happens to me, please, this is insane. Look, I've had people show up at my house before. I'm a little different than Sweet Anita. I'm a proud 2A supporter. I have a CCW. You show up at my place of residence, that's not a good idea. I don't talk about it because why give that person what they want? But it is a little unnerving. I've had somebody attack me in broad daylight in public because they didn't like my YouTube videos. It is a real negative to being online, being somebody that people don't like, or people maybe really do like. We saw that YouTuber who had somebody come up and take their life at a fan meetup. There are crazy people out there. Last night, DeSerto covered Sweet Anita, saying, Twitch star Sweet Anita knows firsthand the risks that come with being a popular influencer, having opened up to fans about a long-term stalker that has repeatedly threatened her safety, but now she's been met with apparent deletion threat from the same person. Sweet Anita is a well-known face of Twitch, carving out a unique community for herself due to her witty sense of humor and hilarious hijinks that arise from her acute Tourette's syndrome, a condition she also educates her fans about using her sizable social media presence. However, being a top streamer is not without its demerits, as Anita has admitted that she's dealt with a long-term stalker for the past several months. According to Anita, that person moved to her city and even slept outside her home, prompting the streamer to reach out to law enforcement to deal with it. Sweet Anita writes, the stalker was caught. This is back in November. This person's been terrorizing her. They were caught and detained last night. He had a knife on him. After taking my screenshots, recordings, a witness statement of the attack from me and my friend, and having his confession to harassing me, he's been released with caution. He's also gone from planning a short-term visit to my town to moving to a place 4 minutes from me permanently. I'm very used to the lack of protection from police at this point. I guess I'll have to get used to seeing him around too. However, things escalated after the stalker followed Anita into a shop, who then chased her. Luckily, the perp was detained by two shopkeepers who were able to defuse the situation. But even after taking their statements and finding a knife on the man again, police released him with a mere caution. Months later, Anita has now revealed a screenshot comment written by the very same person in her Twitch chat, which appears to be a pointed threat against her life. I will end you soon, he wrote, as shared by Anita with a screenshot of the message. Not with the cheap kitchen knife that I had last time. Nope, I'm going to bring out something special for you. Sweet Anita saying, he stated this publicly last stream. Last time he left messages like this, he sat out my house waiting for me to come out all day. Then followed me to his shop. When I asked if he was armed, he smirked and then chased me. 2 men had to grab him so I could... This is insanity. Am I going to have to be doing another video in a month talking about how he took her life because the local PD won't do jack about it? The streamer took to Twitter to document the disturbing threat and even left a concerning message of her own in regards to the ongoing situation. Quote, if anything happens to me, I really hope that I'm the last canary in the coal mine. The law needs to change. No job should have such a high risk of terrible things, especially not live streaming. She likewise pointed out statistics from a 2018 Vice article that reported at least 55 UK women have met their ends after being repeatedly reported. Considering how long this person has been threatening Anita's physical safety, even to the point of sleeping outside her house, fans are more concerned than ever for the streamer and are hoping that this time law enforcement takes legitimate action against him. They won't. They won't. Now you do wonder though. You wonder what this person, why aren't they doing anything about this? I suppose showing up at somebody's house, maybe you have trespassing, but now you have a direct threat. And in the UK, you can go to jail for saying mean things on Twitter. Here we have a direct threat. Now, I don't know if this person is, they're clearly unhinged. But why are they being protected? That's such a weird thing. This has been covered since November. If we go back to November. A fan asked if, on November 7th, the entertainer tweeted that law enforcement had caught and detained an alleged stalker, and she would be canceling her planned broadcast because would be at the station all night to provide a statement and evidence. When a fan asked if it was an online stalker, the UK-based streamer provided some insight on what she's been dealing with. Sadly, I've had a fair amount of online stalkers. Hey, Ricky. But this one was IRL. He spent hours outside my house, even slept behind my house, and managed to assault me. I've been harassed for a month now, and I'm relieved that something might be done about it. Well, they did nothing. They did nothing about it. Now, I don't have any pull in the UK. I know I have some UK viewers. If this is in the United States, I'd call the PD myself. My viewers would be flooding the PD with calls. Why hasn't this person been charged? Why isn't this person, like, I'm sure there's some sort of restraining order in place that they're violating. Is it going to take her losing her life before they decide to do anything? Are they too busy worried about mean tweets online and dogs learning funny tricks? I mean, what is this? Anita isn't the first female Twitch star to claim they've had a stalker. In October, ST Peach confronted one of our viewers who had allegedly leaked her info and threatened her family. This is not okay. Obviously, I don't need to tell my viewers that. If Anita needs anything, look, if she wants to do a GoFundMe for personal security to sit outside of her house, I'm down with that. I'll throw some money in. But I know that there are some real people in the UK that hopefully, I don't understand. This is so crazy to me. I could tell you this. If this is happening in the United States, it would have already been dealt with one way or another. I hope that the same can be said for the UK. And I hope, obviously, that it's done by the local PD. You know, they don't have, I mean, they can maybe take a minute off worrying about when people post rap lyrics on their Twitter accounts and actually protect one of their citizens against what appears to be a very clear threat. I want to see a picture of this guy. I want to know where he's from. That's what I want to know. And I want to know why the UK PD continues to protect him at the expense of Anita's well-being, mental health, and personal safety. It's ridiculous. Do your jobs.